Is there any American national security interest in funding the slaughter in Gaza, Congressman Kucinich?
Of course not. I mean, our interest is avoiding World War III here. What's happening in Gaza and the West Bank, together with Israel being involved with attacking Iraqi interest, Iranian interest, Syrian interest, Lebanese interest, Yemeni interest, with the instability going on in Egypt and Jordan. We have all the elements for World War III here. And the bombing of the Iranian consulate in Damascus is clearly an act of war against Iran. It is a violation of international law. And at this point, the Netanyahu government doesn't care about international. As far as they're concerned, there is no international law. They are now a rogue government. And what's happening, they've destroyed the Al-Shifa hospital. They've killed about 33,000 Palestinians and more, injuring countless people. They're driving a famine in Gaza right now, killing at least 7 aid workers who were only there for the World Central Kitchen to give people food. I mean, when you look at this, the United States is financing this. We are paying for it. Our taxpayers are paying for this. I do not want to see any of our sons and daughters from this country sent into a conflict that we're being dragged into by Netanyahu and his people in the Likud. It is time that we took a stand for American interests. It is not in our interest to go into World War III. It is not in our, if Netanyahu wants to have an expanded war, he should be told, pal, you're on your own. We're not going to be there with you if you're going to ignite a war with Iran, because the United States, it's not in our interest to do that. And certainly Netanyahu has his own political problems where the expansion of a war might be good for him politically in Israel. I maintain it's horrible for Israel's interests. Horrible. Israel is at risk right now because of Netanyahu's policies, what he's doing with the instability, plus the instability that's going on in Egypt and Jordan. You could find a convergence on Israel. Then what would Israel do? See, Netanyahu is calculating that America is going to have to do whatever he says because there's an election right now. And you know what? The false charge that Russia interfered with our election needs to be displaced by the actual interference with Israel and Israel interest in the American election. And we have to realize, we have to wake up. America has to wake up as to what's going on here. We're seeing our own freedoms undermined by things that are going on in other countries, and we're ignoring the needs of our own people. I've had it with this group that feels that America's freedom must be linked with the freedom of a country that is right now committing genocide and is getting away with it because of the politics of America that at this point are not in the interest of our own people.